Hello, hello. Welcome to MTG Unraveled, where we each choose a magic card and over-explain it to distract you from your current hyperfixation. I'm Rafa.
And I'm Ryan. Thanks for joining us. As usual, we've each picked a magic card that we think has something interesting you may or may not know about it. So let's start with guessing Rafa's pick today.
Oh boy. Okay. 5 red and a red sorcery.
Sorcery.
Yeah. Big boy sorcery.
That is a big boy sorcery.
Yep.
Oh.
I know. I think of that one that makes everybody shuffle all their stuff and put random permanents, or you gain control of random permanents.
World something.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never resolved the spell, but you know what I'm talking
We've
about.
played with someone who's resolved it in their sliver deck.
That's the only big red sorcerer I can even think of, other than Blasphemous Act, but nobody ever pays 9 for that. So,
yeah. And the first one that came to my head it doesn't have that big of its own cost. It's a spree card. Great Train Heist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that card does more than this card does.
Cool. Well, give me something more about it.
It's a rare from Plane Shift from 2001.
Plane Shift?
Yep. You know, famous set. Everyone knows every card from that set. Yeah. Yep. I'll give you the text box. And it hasn't been redacted, so when you hear this, just know this is still how it's worded today.
Okay.
Each player hides at least one item. Then all players reveal them simultaneously. Each player loses life equal to the number of items they revealed. The player who revealed the fewest items then loses half their life, rounded up. If 2 or more players are tied for fewest, each loses half their life, rounded up.
This isn't an uncard?
Nope. I know.
Hides an item?
Yes.
Any item.
Any item. It sounds like an uncard, huh?
Yes.
No, this is from a black-bordered real magic set. Yes.
You got me.
It's amazing, isn't it? This is
That's it.
This is the not uncard ever. It is called Goblin Game.
I think I have heard that name before.
Yeah, it's somewhat famous as a card, or infamous. I don't know. Yeah.
It's something.
It is something, that's for sure. What do you have for your card today?
Okay. Whoa. This is an interesting episode. All right. For my card, we have X black, black, black.
I mean, Agadeem's Awake. Oh, is that it?
No.
Okay, good.
It's a legendary creature, human wizard.
Legendary creature, human wizard? With X?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you knew this card, you'd know it right off the bat from that, but I don't think I know what this is. Can you give me more?
Well, it's a rare, but unfortunately it's more common than you would think it should be.
Yeah. Boo.
And it's from Saviors of Kamigawa.
Yeah, oh yeah. The best set ever made.
Power and toughness, 0/0.
And X is you put X +1/+1 counters on it then when it enters. Still don't know the card.
Okay, so the text box says this card comes into play with X +1/+1 counters on it.
Whoa.
When this card enters, target player loses life equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on it. My card today is MAGA, Traitor to Mortals.
Sounds like a bad card. Sounds like a terrible card.
We'll talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about yours first.
All right. So I guess I'll explain it. It's pretty straightforward, honestly, when you read the rules. Everyone's going to lose some life, right? So it's based on the number of items you hide. So everyone hides some items, whatever it is, dice, coins, cards. You hide items, and then everyone reveals simultaneously. Everyone loses the amount of life equal to the number of items that they hid. And if you hid the least amount of items, then you're also going to lose half your life, rounded up. And if multiple people only hid one item, then you both lose half your life, rounded up, all of the players who had the least.
This sounds like a really weird version of like Wheel of Misfortune. Like
Yeah.
same kind of idea where like you're betting something and you don't want the least.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't get to draw cards with this one.
No,
so like,
no card draw.
it's
But life
worse.
loss.
Yeah, and it costs 7 mana. But it's funny that you were like, this isn't an uncard, and that's exactly why I picked it 100%. Because I was like, how is this not from an unset? Like, this is un.
It's not common that you see cards that are just regular Magic cards that have anything to do with outside of the game.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
normally if the card breaks the fourth wall, you're visiting an unset.
Yeah, exactly. There are 2 rules texts with this. One is fine, and one I have a problem with.
Oh, dear.
So the first one's fine. It's long, though. Get ready. When it comes to choice of items, use common sense. Items should be small enough to hide, but large enough to count. Make it clear what kind of object you are hiding beforehand. For example, one player may choose coins and the other may choose dice. If you can't find something convenient to hide, write numbers on a piece of paper and reveal the numbers. Make sure the numbers are unambiguous. For example, underline a 6 or a 9 so it can't be misread. That one's fine. That one makes sense.
Don't go hide kitchen appliances.
You
Even
don't-
though technically you can.
Yeah, you could. I mean, nothing says you can't. Yeah. So here's my problem. They came out with the second rules 3 years after the first rule text. So they added this later. This rule, it's wrong in my opinion. And it bothers me. It's wrong mathematically. So it says, if you attempt to half a negative life total, you have 0. This means that life totals stay the same. A life total of negative 10 would remain negative 10. If you're halving negative 10, half of negative 10 is negative 5.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why they did it. If you go from negative 10 life to negative 5 life, no matter how it happened, the game sees you gaining 5 life. So you can't lose life and gain life. Like, I understand why they did it, but I wish they would have just like redacted the card to say players can't gain life this way. I would have been perfectly happy with that because at least that makes sense mathematically. Oh, I should gain 5 life because I'm halving my life total. I can't gain life. Okay, so it stays at negative 10. That's fine with me. Bothers me the way they did it.
Well, I think they just... I'm going to stop right there because I'm not going to make comments about people that are negative. Some people may need that explanation.
Well,
But yes, I do agree that they could have just said you can't gain life this way.
yeah.
But there might be people out there who may not realize that's what that means.
Figure it out.
This is a really like niche issue for them to create rules about. I get that like it could happen, so they need to make a ruling about it. But how often in a game of Commander do you have people at negative life?
Yeah, no, it's true.
It can happen.
Yeah.
There's plenty of ways to do it. You know, Platinum Angel's the first one that comes to my mind, but it doesn't happen all that often.
No. They wrote it in here. They wrote it wrong. It bothers me.
They didn't write it wrong. They just didn't write it the way you would prefer it to be written.
They wrote it mathematically wrong.
Okay.
They did.
We
Half
don't
of neg-
argue about math things.
Half of negative 10 is negative 5. It's that simple. Anyway, this card's had one reprint, and really it looks exactly the same. It's from the Mystery Booster, and the art is the same. It's by D. Turlizzi. Pretty cool name, if I'm saying it right. It looks like an innocent goblin. He's like looking away from the person, and he's got like a whole bunch of stuff he's holding behind his back.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. So the card is legal in Legacy, Vintage, Commander, and Oathbreaker. And it is in over 5.5 thousand Commander decks.
It's because people saw the card and was like, what is this? I'm going to do it.
Right? I'm going to make everybody do this. I put, don't play this card, play Prisoner's Dilemma. It does more damage. And then I was like, actually, just play both. If you're putting one in the deck, you can
Might
fit
as well
the
do
second
both.
one. Yeah. They have like a similar vibe. Prisoner's Dilemma is going to deal damage more efficiently. No one's going to vote high on this card, but like, just play both if you want to play one.
I don't think they have a similar vibe. Prisoners, they both deal damage,
Yeah.
but Prisoner's Dilemma feels like a legitimate Magic card. This one does not.
Okay, but Prisoner's Dilemma was made like 20 years after this card. So, like, power creep. Again.
Okay.
How much do you think this card costs? It's from 2001.
25 cents.
Yeah, it's less than $1, whatever it is. I didn't even write it down. That's it. I just wanted to share the honest uncard that's not an uncard with a problem in the rules text.
Let's talk about MAGA. Trader of Mortals. The Magic card, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What else would we talk about?
So, just to go back and explain the way the card works in the game, basically, the more you buy into MAGA, the more damaging it is. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
There's no defined rules text for the card. It has a concept of rules. I don't know. You could probably just go read Project 2025 and get a better idea of how to use the card.
So just to be clear, if you commit to this more, you're dealing more damage to yourself. Like it's just bad overall if you commit to this.
Yeah, I mean, really, you're dealing damage to a targeted demographic player. But then you're pissing somebody off. So really, you are damaging yourself in the game.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
It is a bad look.
Yeah.
Don't be that player.
Yeah, no.
As far as combos go, there's no like combos as far as like the actual like Magic definition of a combo, but I did find a lot of cards that go really well with this. I'll just name a couple. Insurrection, Engineered Plague, Zealous Persecution, Misinformation, Give In to Violence, Repeat Offender. I really could go on. I found so many. All of those belong in the same deck as MAGA. Traitor to Mortals.
What was that one you did a while back that was like Psychotic Break or whatever? I don't remember the name of it, but that one could go with it too. It'd go right.
Oh, Panic Attack?
Panic Attack. Thank you. Yeah. That one would
That's
go
something
great.
that your opponent should be playing if you're playing this card.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Experience with the card. We've both been the target of MAGA.
Bro, I feel like I've lived through this card at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole story at this point. Yeah. And not a good one.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It said there was 0 reprints, but I know there's been at least one. I don't know how that happened. And for the love of God, I hope there's no more.
You know, I feel like someone tried to illegally reprint this card at one point. Like it was set to be reprinted, but then they didn't get the sufficient backing for it. And so they were like, you know what? I'm just going to reprint it myself. And it like split the entire player base against whether or not they want it to be reprinted or not. Like there were riots and everything. Yeah, it was not a good time.
No, very, very bad time for Magic.
Everyone. Yeah.
There has been one art by Jim Murray. Sorry. Jim Murray. He's the artist of the card. I don't know what's happening.
I can't.
What formats use this card? It is legal in Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Commander, Oathbreaker, Penny, Uneducated, Alt-Right, and Fuck Ice.
I thought Oathbreaker was the worst. I can't. Just go on without me.
There is some actual Magic lore related to this card. MAGA came from the Takanuma swamp that he swore he was going to drain, but really just invigorated with life. He also had an unhealthy obsession with Oni, aka demons.
Huh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, MAGA would tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No, he had this whole deal that he was going to make. He swore he was going to do good. And then he made a really bad deal with some really bad dudes and went, Hence the reason that he got the title Traitor to Mortals.
I can't tell how much of this is fiction and fact. Is that a problem? I think so.
And then just a little fun fact, MAGA in Japanese, because it's from the Kamigawa set, which is kind of based around Japanese ancestry and such.
Based, like the Japanese. Sorry.
MAGA means evil or destruction.
Wow.
The Japanese knew from the get-go.
Okay, 100% though. That's like actual.
That's actually true.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm understanding clearly. Because
There's a few ways that MAGA can be translated from kanji, and the general gist is it means evil, destruction, calamity, can be related to like destructive or evil gods.
Not fake news.
Not fake news.
All right. That's insane, actually, though.
Yeah.
That is actually, like, blows my mind.
I didn't know that beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a magic card and nothing else.
I don't know.
That's all I have for it.
You didn't even, like, really go over the art, but I feel like just based on what you described in the name, this just sounds like someone who would just say some really racist stuff. You know, like that's just me personally. I don't know why, but based on everything you said, the vibe is just real racist.
It's some like wrinkly, old, ugly dude who very clearly like thinks highly of himself. He's trying to hold like a little mini version of the sun. Thinks he's everything, but obviously just like lies a lot.
Would commit crimes, act like it's no big deal, and condemn others.
Yeah.
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 What a
That's
piece
why
of work.
He targets a player.
Yeah.
Don't be the wrong kind of player. AKA.
You're fine.
I'm a woman.
Oh, fair. Totally fair. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't. That's not where my mind goes because of.
The human wizard MAGA trader of mortals from MTG wouldn't like me either.
You gotta do the intro by yourself. I can't. Do we even have a hyperfixation? Is this it? We got hyperfixated on your card.
I feel like this is gonna be hell to edit.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna leave it all. Every single word. Even the fuck ice part. I don't think we've said a cuss word yet. Definitely not
I have.
that.
You bleeped me.
Yeah, I did. You got that, huh?
But I feel like fuck ice was worth it.
Oh, I'm not editing this. It's staying in. 100%. Yes. I mean, our thing is set explicit from the get-go. They've been warned.
I've done really well, considering who I am as a person, to be honest.
Yes, you have. You've done really well, unlike MAGA. That card's a piece of shit.
The card.
Yes, the card. Of course. The card.
We're not making political statements on this channel.
No, this is a magic show.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We've been talking about a card this entire time.
Or there you go. Our hyperfixation for the day can be something that everyone should be generally thinking of on a regular basis. And that is, who cares what color a person is, what their gender is, what their sexual identity is, anything. As long as they are a human being, let them be. They get to make their own choices about their body and what they do with their life and whatever else. If it does not directly affect you, fuck off.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I could care less if our neighbor is gay or if there's somebody who immigrated from India down the street. What difference does that make to my day? If a teenage girl who goes to the same school as my kid goes and gets a necessary medical procedure to take care of something that she's not ready to live with in life, that's her choice. Not yours, not the government's.
It's very sad. I was laughing a lot, but that's just because I find it really comical to disguise it.
We live in a
But it is very sad.
we live in a society right now where it's so hard to not have to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You have to laugh at the absolute absurdity of everything that's going on. When in the history of America before now would you think a president would put out a legitimate post from the White House of him wearing a crown and a plane shitting on the American people?
Or the previous president who was photoshopped with his wife onto apes. Absolutely disgusting.
Never before now. There has always been a difference in opinion, political opinion, and otherwise in this country. That's part of human existence. But to bring it to the extent that it is now and to blatantly spew this kind of stuff, racism and sexism and whatever else, with no remorse. We live in an alternate timeline. Like, I don't even know what else to think.
Yeah, it's insane. Like
Something happened.
Yeah. Sometimes it really is hard to tell fact from fiction.
It really,
The
really
line
is.
blurs. Yeah. And this is the world we're headed to with our kids.
We can each do our little individual part
Absolutely. Yeah.
to try to keep ourselves and the people that we love and know on track and protect those even if we don't know them.
Yeah.
I've seen, I don't even know how many videos of people literally getting in the way of ICE and their crap to protect people that they don't know, but because they know that it's right. We can do our part.
100%. Yeah.
And normally I would say some of that comes from making sure that you vote because that is part of our responsibility as a united peoples. But I don't even know if it's going to be at that point beyond this. And that is terrifying.
Yeah, but if people ride against it, that it's not going to be seen as hypocritical if they condemn those people. Yeah.
Well, it's strewn throughout history and literature and everything else. The voice of the many is stronger than the voice of the few. And we need to keep that in mind nowadays.
Absolutely.
So, our completely unpolitically motivated episode is over.
Yeah. Magic cards.
Beyond this, you can find us on TikTok and Twitch at Dicentric Games for more magic content, live streams, and other nerdy shenanigans.
And if you would like to share any of the quirks that Magic has hidden in their cards, please join the Discord in the description. If you have questions or suggestions for the show, please leave a comment or send us an email.
We hope you learned something new today. If you have anything interesting that we didn't share about our cards or just want to talk to us about anything in this episode, go ahead and leave a comment.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your week.
Click all the buttons.
Do all the things.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.